Fuck. What day is it? Holy shit, I forgot to make a new video. This last month has been nothing but working, cleaning, and Fallout. Preparing the house for the family Christmas dinner, grabbing every last project I can get my hands on before the holiday season starts, and obviously, playing Fallout whenever I got some free time. Got all the endings, played all the side quests I could find, and I feel satisfied, so, mission accomplished. A successful sequel to Fallout 3, right? Well, it breaks my heart to say this, but not really. I mean, it's definitely a good game, and I enjoyed a lot of it, but it's just not nearly as good as Fallout 3, and I have to compare them because it's called Fallout 4. It's part of the series. So, like usual, this review does not include any story spoilers. However, if you don't want to see past where you were, blah, 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 whatever, you know the drill. Moving on. Okay, let's break down the differences. First off, Fallout 4 looks amazing. The graphics, level design, effects all look spectacular. There's no doubt it's one pretty as hell game. However, the beauty does come at a cost. Saying Fallout 4 is glitchy is not quite doing the glitches justice. Fallout 4, for lack of a better term, feels unfinished. Like, everything's there, it just hasn't been bug tested. You find yourself saving religiously, not because the game is really hard, but because you don't know when you're going to fall through a floor to your death or get stuck in a wall or something. Now, I need to mention it's not a fatal flaw. I mean, sure, from time to time you get stuck, but that's sort of what you expect being an early adopter to a game, and I'm sure they'll patch it out soon enough. So, how about gameplay? The combat system in Fallout 4 is decidedly better than 3, if only because you can iron sight in. VATS works quite well, and everything seems pretty much balanced. The weapons are varied and unique, and the system of customization is innovative. Albeit a little unnecessary. Every weapon is customizable with hard work and scrounging for parts, but more often than not, there's no point because you're going to find an already customized gun on the body of an enemy anyway. And I know what you're thinking, well, obviously you can customize your guns to make playing the game easier, but before you can customize anything, you need to level up by playing the game anyway. So, by the time you're high enough level to upgrade your gun, you will already have guns that are way, way better. It all just seems a little redundant. The power armor is really similar. It's just more of the same, kinda. By the time you can upgrade your armor, you can already get a decent set of power armor almost anywhere. And not to mention, you get a set of power armor within the first 2 hours of the game. I remember in Fallout 3, getting the power armor was the coolest fucking thing because you'd seen Brotherhood of Steel wearing it, and even if you managed to kill one of them and stole the armor, you still couldn't equip it until at least halfway through the game. But in Fallout 4, the armor is just there all the time, and it's almost like having a tuxedo. You only break it out at special occasions because you have to plug batteries into it and it just takes damage, and it's almost not even worth having. You can just run into battle with no armor, take the damage, and stuff stim packs down your face or whatever. I mean, finding items to heal yourself is really, really easy for some reason. And speaking of healing, they kept the sleep it off method. What's that? You just stepped on a plasma mine? No issues, just sleep for an hour and you're back to full health. But other than the few little things that they added, everything is just really different. And not bad different, mind, it's just not Fallout different. The construction elements are kind of cool in a I really wish they didn't force it down your throat kind of way. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool being able to build your own house and stuff, but it's just so unnecessary. Yeah, okay, it's fun for the first couple of hours, but then you have to micromanage it, constantly fighting off raiders and building more turrets. It turns a game about exploring an abandoned wasteland into a tower defense game. And now on to easily my biggest disappointment from the game, the story. Now, again, no spoilers, but I'm still going to talk about it, so if you're super anal, stop watching now. Don't be complaining in the comments, you have been warned. Okay? Oh, all 3 endings are identical. Doesn't matter who you side with, Brotherhood, Railroad, or Minutemen, it all ends with you fighting down the same hallway, talking to the same people, and ending the same game on the same rooftop with the exact same cutscene. Come the fuck on. You've been developing this for how many years, and you couldn't have thought of 3 different ways to end the game? Shit, I would have gladly traded the construction and buddy elements for a little bit more gameplay. And it's just so insignificant compared to Fallout 3. In Fallout 3, you have the option to save the capital wasteland or destroy it, kill the mutants or let them live, side with the Brotherhood or the Enclave. But in Fallout 4, you have the option to press a button, except you don't actually have that option because it's the only way to end the game. In the beginning of Fallout 3, you grow up with your character, feel his or her struggles with bullies and love interests, and then your entire world gets turned upside down when your father leaves the vault. And in Fallout 4, you're just some married dude with a kid who gets frozen in a vault. And after the first hour of gameplay, all of your emotional investment doesn't matter and you're just enjoying fucking around in the wasteland. And if a game is all about gameplay for you, you'll probably love Fallout 4, but for me, the story was the biggest issue I had. Now, again, even though it doesn't sound like it, I really did enjoy Fallout 4. In fact, when I was doing non-story missions, I found myself really relishing the sights and sounds of the Commonwealth. And I even enjoyed building my house at the Red Rocket truck stop and populating with all the power armor and home decor I could find. The voice acting is well done and the side quests are fun and engaging, albeit a little repetitive at times. If I had to nitpick, load times are a little bit ridiculous, even on an SSD. The lips don't move to the dialogue, and the laser musket shouldn't use any ammo. After all, what's the point of cranking it if you're just plugging a fusion cell into it out of frame? But other than that, I can't really think of anything else. Fallout 4 is a truly fantastic post-apocalyptic game, and as long as you don't compare it to the single greatest post-apocalyptic game ever made, I'm sure you'll have a great time with it as well. If anything, this just makes me super worried if Half-Life 3 ever comes out. Oh god, that's all I'm going to think about for the rest of the day.